If you didn't know this existed, it is a handy dandy spam cutter. So you just put your spam in there. It's like a cheese cutter, but it's for spam. Push down, and it will slice your spam. All right. Hey guys, for dinner we're gonna have kimchi fried rice. So I'm gonna show you how to make that. I've melted some butter in my pan. And now I'm going to take some pieces of kimchi and cut them up. This is a really big piece. Kimchi is a fermented Korean cabbage. I'm going to slice it up a little bit because you don't want really huge pieces. And then we are going to fry this in the butter until the kimchi turns almost translucent. You can see some of that's kind of more of a white color, but as it cooks, it will become a lot more translucent. If you like kimchi and you've never tried making the fried rice, this is your recipe. And if you're just adventurous, like to try new dishes like fried rice, then this is also for you. You don't want to overcrowd your pan because you want all of this to get laid out flat so that it can cook and get the heat. And that should be about enough. To this, I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon, give or take, of gochujang, which you can also find in Asian grocery stores, but you can find now at Walmart or Safeway. So I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of that. And we're just going to let that cook for a little while. While that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cook the spam. So our spam is in another pan. I'm just going to cook this on the stovetop. Let it get nice and browned up. I'm going to kind of mix that gochujang in a little bit. And then lay all of this kimchi out flat again. I would like to tell you how long it takes for the kimchi to become translucent. But my answer to that is it takes as long as it takes. I think, and I don't know, but I think some of it depends probably on the age of the kimchi. How high your heat is. Probably lots of variables in that, so you just watch it. All right, we're gonna let that cook. Our spam is cooking. If you are not a meat eater, my suggestion would be you could swap the spam out and use tofu. Just cut your tofu up, squeeze it out, get the water out, cut it up, and just brown chunks of tofu, cut them into small pieces, brown them in some butter, and you could substitute the tofu for the spam. Our kimchi we buy at the Asian market in probably it's like a gallon-sized container, and then we transition it to this storage container. The other thing you're going to need, obviously, for the fried rice is some rice. So I made rice earlier in our rice cooker. You do not, unlike a Chinese fried rice, for the kimchi fried rice, you don't need day-old rice. So you can make, fresh rice in your rice cooker. You can probably see the difference in between this piece and this piece. This one is still pretty white, has a bit of cooking to go yet. That one is more translucent and softer. So the bigger chunks, the thicker pieces of the cabbage just take a little bit longer to cook all the way through. If you are making this and you're finding that it's drying out a little bit, you can add butter as you need to. Okay, kimchi's done. I'm going to add it back to the pan. I'm going to add about half of our Spam and about half of our rice.